Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of golf etiquette, a crucial part of the game that every beginner should master. Whether you're hitting the links for the first time or just need a refresher, these 15 tips will help you play smoothly and respectfully on any course. 1. Arrive early. Always arrive at the golf course at least 30 minutes before your tee time. This allows you time to check in, warm up, and be ready for your round without feeling rushed. It also ensures you won't hold up your group or others. If you plan on hitting range balls, you need to factor that in as well. And you should be at the first tee at least 10 minutes before your tee time to check in with the starter. If you wait until the last minute to show up, you're not only stressing yourself out, but the rest of the players in your group as well. Arriving early also gives you a chance to grab a snack, check the course conditions, and mentally prepare. Trust me, it makes a difference in how you start your game. 2. Where to stand on the tee. Be mindful of where you stand on the tee box. Avoid standing directly in front or directly behind the player teeing off, as this can be distracting. A good rule is to stand slightly to the side and out of their peripheral vision. Also important, try not to move while the player is swinging, and no talking. And it doesn't bother every golfer, but sitting in your golf cart while the others are hitting tee shots can be considered rude too. So it's always best to watch the other players' shots and even encourage them. 3. Ready golf rules. In casual golf, ready golf has certainly become the custom, meaning that playing out of order is fine as long as you are not impeding another player. Tradition has always been that the player farthest away from the hole go first, but that can often slow down play. Play ready golf. This means that if you're ready to hit and it's safe to do so, go ahead, even if it's not technically your turn. The only exception is when someone in your group made a birdie or eagle on the previous hole. In that case, they should tee off first. Ready golf helps keep the pace up and makes the game more enjoyable for everyone. 4. Don't hit multiple balls. Resist the urge to hit more than one ball if you're unhappy with your shot. Hitting multiple balls not only slows down play, but also irritates your fellow golfers. Unless you hit your ball out of bounds or it's lost, move on with your game. As long as it's findable or not out of bounds, don't hit another one. It slows everybody down, and there's nothing worse than having to look for two balls from one player when it's totally unnecessary. Remember, practice is for the range, not the course. 5. Replace divots and repair ball marks. Always repair your divots and ball marks. When you take a chunk of turf out of the ground with your swing, replace it or fill the divot with sand provided by the course. On the green, use a repair tool to fix any ball marks your shot might have made. Also, if you make a pitch mark on the green with your approach shot, be sure to repair it with a tee or ball mark repair tool. This simple act of courtesy keeps the course in great shape for everyone. 6. Marking your ball on the green. You don't always have to mark your ball on the green, but you should if it interferes with another player's putting line, whether that's on the way to the hole or even behind it. Your ball can be a distraction, and it's a penalty if another player's ball contacts yours. Mark your ball properly on the green, especially if it's in another player's line. Use a coin or a ball marker, place it directly behind your ball, and lift your ball. When it's your turn to putt, replace the ball in the exact spot and remove the marker, and be aware of where you stand. Avoid stepping in another player's line of putt. 7. Tending the flagstick. Know when to tend the flagstick. With recent rule changes, it's now okay to put with the flagstick in or out, depending on personal preference. If someone in your group wants it removed, make sure to lay it down carefully on the green where it won't interfere with play. Also, golf etiquette generally calls for the first player to put out, to grab the flagstick, and return it to the cup when everyone finishes on the green. And after the last putt, return the flagstick to the hole. 8. Avoid stepping on putting lines. Avoid stepping on another player's putting line, the imaginary line between their ball and the hole. Even though most shoes are now spikeless, stepping on this line can still affect how the ball rolls by creating indentations. The reason is because you could cause indentations or marks that could alter the path of their putts. It's also a good practice not to walk on the through lines, which are the possible path a player might have back to the cup, is a putt runs past the hole. This small consideration can make a big difference to your fellow golfer's game. 9. Keep up the pace. Keep up the pace of play by limiting practice swings and being ready when it's your turn. Aim for no more than 1 or 2 practice swings, and use your time wisely by planning your shot while others are playing, and be ready to hit or putt when it's your turn. Try to gather as much information as you can while other players are hitting their shots, i.e., yardages, how a putt breaks, wind, etc. A good pace ensures that everyone enjoys their round without unnecessary delays. 10. Record scores on the next tee. Always record your scores on the next tee box, not on the green. This clears the way for the group behind you to play their shots. You'll have plenty of time to write down scores while others in your group are teeing off. This small habit helps keep the flow of the game smooth. 11. Don't hit into the group ahead. Never hit your ball if the group ahead of you is within range. Not only is it unsafe, but it's also considered extremely rude. If you think you can reach the green or another group, wait until they are out of range. The same is especially true when teeing off. Make sure the group in front of you has moved out of your range. Everyone who has played golf for a while has experienced someone hitting into them. It's both scary and rude. Safety and respect on the course are paramount, so always err on the side of caution. 12. It's okay to pick up on a hole. Unless you're playing in a tournament where every stroke is counted, if a hole gets out of hand, you don't have to finish it. If a hole is getting out of hand, don't be afraid to pick up your ball and move on. In casual play, there's no need to grind out every shot if you're having a tough time. Keeping things moving is more important. This keeps the game enjoyable for you and the rest of your group. 13. Golf cart etiquette. Practice proper golf cart etiquette. Keep your cart at least 50 yards away from greens and avoid driving on par 3 fairways unless allowed. When carts are allowed in the fairways, many have a 90-degree rule, meaning you should stay on the cart path until you're even with your ball or your playing companion's ball, then drive over. The idea is to limit potential damage to the course. Also, be cognizant about locking the brake while someone else is taking a stroke. An ill-timed noise from the cart can cause another player to flinch. Remember, the way you handle your cart affects the experience for everyone on the course. 14. Music on the course. A more recent phenomena in golf are the portable speakers people like to take out on the course as they play. If you enjoy listening to music while you play, keep the volume low and always ask your playing partners if they're okay with it. Golf is a social game, and what's fun for you might be distracting for others. Consideration for others should always come first on the course. 15. Cell phone etiquette. Unless you're at Augusta National Golf Club or the like, having cell phones on the course is generally permitted. But please silence your ringer. While it's common to have your cell phone on the course these days, make sure it's on silent and limit your calls to emergencies. Many golfers use apps to keep score or track yardages, but remember that your phone should never be a distraction. Keep your focus on the game and respect those around you by minimizing phone use. And there you have it. 15 essential tips to help you navigate the golf course with confidence and respect. Remember, golf is as much about etiquette as it is about skill. By following these guidelines, you'll ensure a great experience for yourself and everyone you play with. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Happy golfing!